Today's lesson is Module 4, Lesson 23, True and False Number Sentences. Part of this is a review and part of it will be new to you, so please make sure you're paying attention through all parts so that you are successful in our lesson. We're going to review inequality symbols. We're going to do kind of like a T-chart, but we're going to add a column to it. You're going to have symbol, meaning, and then the example. Okay. Here's our first symbol. That means, very simply, equal to. Example would be 5 is equal to 2 plus 3. Then there's this one, which means less than. And an example would be 4 is less than 5. And then we have this one, which means greater than. Example would be 5 is greater than 4. And then we have this one, which means less than or equal to. An example would be 4 is less than or equal to 5. Then you have this one, which means greater than or equal to, and it would be 5 is greater than or equal to 4. Then you see this one, which means not equal to. So 5 is not equal to 4. Okay, so I have some examples of what today's lesson is going to look like. So go ahead and write examples maybe. I'm going to do a couple. You have 5 plus x equals 8. And I'm going to tell you that x equals 3. If x equals 3, now we have to solve. So I'm going to put x or 3 in where x is. So 5 plus 3 equals 8. And now I have to solve. 5 plus 3 is 8, which equals 8. So basically, once you get to this point, you have to say, is this a true or false statement? This is true. A lot of the times, they're not going to ask you to justify or explain. If it's true, they're only going to ask you to explain if it's false, most of the time. Okay, let's use the same numbers, but I'm going to use a different equality symbol now. 5 plus x is greater than 8. Still having x equal 3. 5 plus 3 is greater than 8. And you have to solve. 5 plus 3 is 8. And now look, is 8 greater than 8? This is false. Because the symbol, which is this one, is saying 8 is greater to 8, but that's not true. They're actually equal. Okay, and we're going to try one more using the same numbers, different type of problem. 5x equals 8. Remember, when you see a letter and a variable next to each other, that means that they are multiplying. So we're going to do 5 times, and we're still going to let x equal 3, equal 8, and solve. 5 times 3 is 15, equals 8. Now look, is 15 equal to 8? No, so that is false. 15 is not equal to 8. It is greater than. Okay, that's really it for today's lesson. You just have to take the time to solve the problem before you answer if it's true or false. Take down your notes, write questions if you have them, and we'll talk about them in the morning. Have a good night.